Adobe XD is a powerful platform for creating user experiences by way of the iterative design process, all at the speed of thought. In this tutorial, I'll get you started building a mobile web experience using some of the more innovative design features in XD. If you want to follow along with me, you'll need to make sure you've downloaded the XD Design zip file and opened it up on your local machine. In the uncompressed folder, you'll want to open the XD Design practice file. You'll also want to make sure you've updated XD to the latest version using the Creative Cloud desktop app. With those housekeeping items out of the way, let's go ahead and get started on the project. As we move forward through this tutorial, I'm going to point out some of my favorite shortcut keys for accessing the XD interface. But let's begin by just navigating the design canvas. By default, XD is going to open up a file and it's going to make sure you can see all of the artwork, all of the artboards on the canvas by zooming those to fit the screen. You'll notice here in the upper right hand corner, I'm currently at about 7% zoom level. If I come to the right drop down menu, I can change that value. Also here in the view menu, there's some zoom options with shortcut keys. So notice I can zoom in or out using Command on the Mac or Control on Windows, and then the plus and minus key. I can also go to individual specific values using some shortcut keys. I want to make sure that I currently have the Select tool selected. The tool panel's here on the left-hand side, and notice that that first tool is selected. If I hover over it, I can see the name of the tool and that there's a shortcut for selecting it. What I'd like to do is with that select tool, come here on the design canvas and press and drag to select this card on the left. Prototyping in Adobe XD allows you to quickly validate your concepts before taking the time to actually engineer them. In this tutorial, I'll get you started building out your first interactive prototype in 5 easy steps. I'll be leveraging some of the skills from the Get Started with XD design tutorial. If you've not watched that already, you might want to do so, although it's not required. If you want to follow along with me during this tutorial, you'll need to make sure you have the XD prototype practice file open. You can find a link to that in the description area for this video. With those housekeeping items out of the way, let's go ahead and get started on the project. We'll begin with the process of wiring 2 artboards together as part of a prototype flow. In this first step, let's define some interactions between artboards. If you're following along with me, you'll want to have step 1 wire artboards in the practice file visible on the design canvas. I want to make sure that I'm in prototype mode. To do that, here in the upper left-hand corner, I'm going to change modes from design to prototype. I also want to make sure I have the layers panel open. I did that by clicking on the second icon from the lower left-hand corner of the app. Here on the design canvas, I'm going to hold down the space bar to bring up the hand tool and press and drag so that I can see these 2 primary artboards a bit more clearly on the design canvas. What I want to do in this first step is implement the simplest of a wireframe flow, basically connecting this artboard to the second by allowing the user to click on this tile to get a detailed view of the chair. To do that, I want to come in and select the area that I want to let the user click in. If I were to click on the title of the artboard, notice that the entire artboard turns blue, and to the right of that artboard, I can see the ability to define a wire. I don't want the user to click anywhere on the artboard. I want them to specifically click on a product area. Components in Adobe XD consist of text, images, and vector graphics in some combination that can be designed once, then used across projects. If the content within a component needs to be updated, you need only make that change on the main component and then choose if you'd like to update all instances of that component throughout your work. In this tutorial, I'll get you started building and customizing components in Adobe XD in a few easy steps. From there, we'll publish those components along with colors and character styles as a Creative Cloud library that you and your team can use across all of your projects. I'll be leveraging some of the skills from the Get Started with Adobe XD design tutorial. If you haven't watched that already, you might want to do so, although it's not required. If you want to follow along with me, you'll want to make sure you have the XD Components and Libraries practice file open. You can find a link to that in the description area for this video. With those housekeeping items out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. We'll begin with the process of creating a main component, then reusing it in a design. Components in Adobe XD offer a handy way to design content once, then reuse it throughout your work. They consist of a main component that acts like a parent, with instances or children. When you change the main component, those changes apply to all of the instances in your design. If you're following along with me, you'll want to have Step 1 Create Design Components in the practice file visible on the design canvas. You'll also want the Layers panel open. I opened that up by clicking on the lower left-hand second icon here from the bottom. I also am in design mode, and I control my modes here in the upper left-hand corner. What I want to do is go ahead and hold down the space bar and move these artboards more towards the center, and then using my trackpad, I'll zoom in more tightly so that I can see both of these artboards a bit more clearly on the canvas. For this next bit, you probably just want to watch me for a moment. I want to show you a layout feature that works really well with components that I've not explained before, and that's padding. When you work with padding, it allows you to control how much space a group of objects might have around it. When you're designing an interface, the sooner you put your concept in the hands of your stakeholders, the better off you'll be. In this tutorial, I'll show you how you can publish an interactive prototype, gather feedback, and then iterate on your design. I'll also show you a variety of ways to export your finished work or hand it off to the development process. I'll be leveraging some of the skills from the other Get Started with Adobe XD tutorials. If you haven't watched those already, you might want to do so, although it's not required. If you want to follow along with me during this video tutorial, you'll want to make sure you have the XD collaboration practice file open. You can find a link to that in the description area for the video. With those housekeeping items out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. We'll begin with the process of publishing your first prototype to the web. In this first step, let's take a look at how you can publish your prototype to the web. If you're following along with me, you'll want to have Step 1, Publish a Prototype, in the Collaboration Practice file visible on your design canvas. You don't need to have the Layers panel or the Libraries panel open. I'm in prototype mode right now, and you can see that here in the modes on the upper left-hand side. You can switch there if you'd like to. Here on the right-hand side, I have 8 artboards. I want to use all of these artboards throughout this tutorial. So let me give you a little bit of the backstory for how you might use them with your stakeholders as you collaborate. In this set of 4 artboards, what I've done is designed an onboarding tutorial experience. So the idea is if a user comes to the landing page and isn't sure how to navigate the site, after about 3 seconds, this will automatically transition to the set of 3 artboards where the auto-animate transition goes between each of the tiles and gives them guidance for how to navigate the site. At any time, they can come in and skip the tutorial. For the most part, I'm leveraging a lot of the skills I showed you in some of the earlier tutorials, along with a few more bells and whistles. So let's go ahead and take a look at this flow so we're familiar with it. For that, in prototype mode, I'm going to click on the first artboard in the sequence, and then in the upper right-hand corner, I'm going to bring up the desktop preview window. In this step, let's take a look at what it's like to gather stakeholder feedback in a prototype using Adobe XD. Here in the share mode, I'm going to go ahead and click on the link that was created after I published the prototype. It's going to open up a web browser and bring the prototype up for me. Now, as you remember, the onboarding screens of that initial prototype automatically transition from one artboard to another. So my client can see that experience even though I'm in a web browser. Here on the right-hand side, the client has the ability to come in and add specific comments against the design. So what they first might want to do is actually try to interact with the design. Notice that as I click around, I can include hints with the prototype that let my stakeholder know where they can navigate on the design. Okay, let's go ahead and focus on what you can do in XD once your design is complete to start to prepare it to hand off to the development process, whatever that process is. If you're following along with me, we're here in step 3. What I want to do is go ahead and step out of share mode. I'm going to go back to, let's say, design mode. So I'll bring that up and we'll take a look at the artboards that we have, these 8 artboards that are part of our current design. So when I'm finished with my work, I have some choices around how I can hand that work off. One is just, as a designer, exporting my content. So I can come in and select either all of the content on the design canvas or some of the artboards. I'll go ahead, just for an example, and select these 4 artboards here. When I pull down under File, I can select Export. And notice under Export, I have some options. I can batch process a number of XD files. I can only export what I have selected, so from the 4 artboards I'm looking at here. If I go ahead and select that, I have a dialog that gives me some good options here.